You can't expect me to act normal when I have fucking Sin's cam up, and it's like this is what I have to look at.
What do you mean?
Simply minimize Discord.
Wait, what do you mean?
Simply
What's wrong with
don't
Why?
it?
look at
I
it.
have I have all this real estate with which to put things.
Well, no,
I'm gonna use it.
I mean, I'm not that ugly. I brush my beard. I feel like I'm looking pretty good.
You looking pretty good today. I ain't gonna lie, but that's not
Thanks,
what it was
homie.
about.
What's
Beauty
it
is
about?
subjective, and you don't get to tell us how good you look.
Yeah, I do.
You don't
Watch
make
me.
that
I'll do it
decision.
again.
Fuck you.
I'm looking good.
Anyways, getting on to what we're all here to do. We're playing Delta Green. It's a horror game. Previously on Dragon Ball Z.
On strain.
Strain. Oh god. Let's hope it doesn't get that bad. You are all members of a strange clandestine organization that your part of it is currently known as Delta Green. You hunt creepy shit and crawly shit, but mostly things that have no natural explanation for being here, and you have put bullets in. This session, Delta Green continues to investigate the reappearance of Brandon McGill. Last session, the party made it to the Hetch Hetchy region of Yosemite National Park and divided their efforts, where Dr. Maxwell and Keller decided to stay back at the ranger station of the park and assess the child claiming to be Brandon McGill.
We must assess the child.
Assess the child. For those of you who don't remember or weren't on for that time, the impetus for all of this was a child had reappeared in Yosemite National Park, claiming to be a child that had been missing for 40 years, and it looks like they have not aged a single day since disappearing. That's a little odd. Anyways, in their assessment, there was nothing of note, Brandon seemingly being a regular child, until they noticed almost unobservable patterns etched into his skin, finer than chicken line. Chicken line? Fishing line. Where the fuck did that come from?
Chicken wire.
Chicken wire. Oh yeah. And evidence of an incision in the back of his neck. Meanwhile, while this was going on, Shiro and Tillman opted to follow a couple of the rangers over to the area where they found the missing child, the landmark known as the Devil's Chair. The search of the area turns up very little, except now that they know that their little group is being watched. We come back, everybody meeting back at the ranger station, the assessment of the child having just finished, and the short excursion over to the Devil's Chair where the boy was found is over. One of the rangers that you were with, who you know is named Tamika, sort of immediately stows all of her gear, but then seeks out another one of the park rangers that is sitting in the little main office area of the station, and they go into a different room to talk, seemingly. But you are now all together. What is it that you would like to do to continue your investigation?
I remember us having a pretty strict time limit, and that being what was holding us up. Just trying to strategize on what to do first, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
We had 24 hours before the parents got here.
Well, it wasn't just the parents. Also, by Monday, which today it is now Sunday, the actual FBI was going to show up. You'll remember that your cover was the same as the Hellbent investigation, being a special FBI team that just happened to be in the area and was responding to the disappearance. Like, as you can imagine, a disappearance that happens on federal land ends up being the jurisdiction of the federal government, so the FBI can, if it wanted to, step in. And you stepped in. If you're keeping
I'll be
up your
honest with you,
cover.
SpongeBob, we might have to kill everybody here.
That would not be ideal.
Is there any other information that is kind of unclear that you might need a refresher on? Because I've We've talked about it a little bit in the time that was off, but if you need anything in the moment, that makes perfect sense.
The kid
What was
was
it?
less. Oh, you go first.
I was gonna say, what was it that determined that you guys were being watched? I forget what that was.
We kept seeing a very tall, lanky, I believe you said pale man or creature.
Mm-hmm.
Slenderman.
Just like kind of fucking appearing out in the woods near us. And we kind of were like, all right, it's time to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
we need to go from here to
Speaking of
not here.
which, I need both of you to roll a sanity check for
God
that. By
damn
the
it.
way, I completely forgot to do that.
But I
That is-
didn't see it.
This is not
Oh,
my
you didn't
fault.
see it?
It was Vase who saw it both times, right?
No,
I was
somebody
about to
saw
say, if you actually did not see it, then you don't have to roll it. So if I'm wrong about
Oh.
that,
No, it was just me. Fuck. God damn
Yeah.
it.
all right, little
Right.
one, roll a sanity check.
Oh, yay!
Did you win?
The dice are kind, yeah.
Okay, you take 1 point of sanity loss. Only
Yay,
one.
I'm only a little mentally unwell.
Only a little
Lucky.
But
damn.
Vase saw it twice, so does that mean 2 saving throws?
Yeah, two
No,
ones, right?
only the one until further notice.
You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what?
No.
Fuck you.
Did you succeed?
I won that one too.
You still gotta take another one.
They destroyed that one.
No, I'm not pushing my luck.
You're so
I'm not
sane.
pushing
I
my
think
luck.
you need to roll another sanity check.
Nope,
Yeah.
I'm good, thanks.
But can you do it for me anyways?
I swear.
Damn.
There's all my luck for the night.
Yeah, I was gonna
Thanks
say,
for
good
making
job
me
getting your
use
good
them.
ones out of the way early.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
yeah. Should we
I'm
keep
so
rolling until you fail? I want to see.
No. We shouldn't. Go. Go.
It'd be like Seinfeld. We just want to see how far we can get.
Unfortunately, we're on a show.
I ain't got shit to do tomorrow.
Oh my god!
Hey, the fuck number.
Whoa!
God damn.
There we go.
I was gonna say, I'm getting worried now. Alright.
How many successes was that?
Too
Too many.
Let's count them. 1, 2, 3,
More than we've
4,
gotten.
5, 6, 7.
Seven.
7.
That was more successes than we've gotten in any session in the entire campaign.
It's
I
true.
hope
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
all of the luck for the session went right there.
Hey, that's not on me. I don't get to get blamed for this because y'all motherfuckers like told me to do this.
That's literally on you.
Yeah,
No,
no.
you-
It doesn't matter whether it's fair or not, Vase. That's just what's gonna happen.
damn, it's gonna be a real shame when Tillman like accidentally walks across my line of fire, while I'm shooting at this fucking
You have
creature.
not gone more than 5 seconds without threatening a black guy. What's going on there?
Oh, don't worry, it ain't just you. Maxwell's getting it too.
Alright.
I don't
Why?
discriminate here. I don't discriminate here. These hands are for everyone.
As long as it's not just me, I'm.
So long as it isn't racism that's driving this, we're okay. Yeah.
This mass shooting incident is rated E for everyone.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. See,
No.
I think I still think that's bad because I'm literally a minor and neurodivergent. So
Wait a minute.
Don't go to the bowling alley on Thursday. You were always my favorite.
all right, that's probably that's
Are we good?
just trying not to get banned on Twitch.
But
Does anybody have any actual questions?
no, I still have all my information from the last time, and I'm still sure I kind of figured out what this thing was already.
Who, you have a question?
I was just going over the notes. The photos that we had were from the 80s. There was domestic child abuse charge in the 90s that was dropped. It kind of does just seem like random kid vanished and reappeared.
Yes.
With this.
Okay. I remember there being something about berries last time, or some kind
Yes.
of plant.
Yeah, he was covered in huckleberries.
Yeah, there's a large amount of huckleberries
Well,
in the area.
he wasn't covered in huckleberries. They were around where he was found.
Yeah, there's like
Okay.
a shit ton, and I don't remember if we'd found out or not, but I believe that we'd asked whether or not there were any huckleberries in the areas of the other disappearances. We were gonna try to go out there, but the storm was coming in, so
Yeah.
Plus, scary, weird dude out in the woods.
Mm.
But I think we're kind of stuck at the ranger camp right now because of the storm, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a pretty bad storm. In fact, it's so bad that they have now like kind of locked down the campground area.
Okay.
Because it's on a low-lying area.
And
They're not allowed to camp there anymore. Basically, they told people to like take what they could with them and bring that up to the ranger station. So now by the time you and Tillman get back, there are just a crowd of people milling around in and out of the ranger station. And the rain has like started steadily coming down.
Okay.
and the family's not here yet, right? They were 3 hours away. The FBI was 24 hours away.
No, the family is a long time away.
Okay.
Time.
Hey
Is
guys, I have
our
good news. Flurries are expected to stop in 5 minutes. Thank you, Weather App.
Oh.
is the storm at the ranger camp going to stop soon?
Who?
Real question though. Is
I
our
was-
vehicle
I-
with all of our gear in it at the building itself, or is that further
No.
down the hill?
It's at the building itself.
Okay.
Last.
cool.
So sorry. No, continue. Sorry.
I was only asking that to know whether or not I had to like scram to get my shit, so I didn't end up with like a fucking in the tunnels situation again.
No.
I am
in
having
fact,
a brain fart right now, where I remember the child,
mm-hmm.
and I remember me and the doctor were looking over the child and kind of questioning them.
Yes.
Has anything happened past that? Because now I'm drawing a blank.
No, that's pretty much where it ended.
Okay.
We were
All
we
right.
were on
I
our way
thought so.
back. Y'all were talking to the kid, and I think that's
Gotcha,
kind of
gotcha.
where we settled.
You try to calm the
Okay.
kid down by like playing a cartoon on your phone.
Yeah, I was showing him. Yeah, because he was completely mystified about all this new technology.
Mm-hmm. Just from
So-
his perspective, you just whip something out of like Star Trek and just like, hey kid, cartoons.
Hi kids, do you like violets? See me
No.
stick 9-inch nails up
All
to
right.
my eyelids?
So I think what we should do personally is
Mhm.
talk to each other and share information with each other. That way we're not doing what we did last time, where like nobody knew what the fuck was going on.
I mean,
Then
we have
go ahead and
phones.
talk.
Roger Dodger. I grab Maxwell and I try to pull him off to like a part of the room or to another part of the building where we can like talk quietly, and I leave the invitation open for Tillman and Keller to come along.
I would definitely go if I ain't doing anything else.
Right
you can-
now.
Phone
You could stay
soul,
with
brother.
the kid.
Yeah, I feel like right now it'd kind of be, because my character has kids. I feel like you would kind of be like, I now for some reason feel a parental obligation to watch this kid, even though it's not mine.
This is mine now. I'm taking it.
No, I just want to make sure they're okay.
Okay. So it's Maxwell, Tillman, and I, and we go off to a secluded part of the building. And I'm going to, because I'm paranoid as fuck. No, I can't do that. Never mind. Ignore me for now. Yeah. So I pull them off to a secluded corner of the building. Like, hey, did you find anything out from the kid? Like, did the kid say anything?
He didn't say anything that was useful. Did some blood work. I mean, like kids are. I wouldn't trust what kids have to say, anyways. Did some blood work based on the information I have, and that I'm able to get. It does seem like it's the same kid. Nothing medically appears to be that wrong with him. There's a small incision in the back of the head. That's kind of concerning, as well as a strange trace work of maybe like advanced scarification, but the kind of stuff that I'd expect to see with, I don't know, state of the art surgery equipment or something.
Emotionally, he just seems like a kid.
Wait a minute, you're with a kid. Go away. You can't talk to us right now.
Oh, my bad.
Walks
All right.
back.
Scarification from surgery equipment, like
Well, I don't know what it is. It's a thin tracework of white lines along the skin, so it's consistent with scarification. I don't have access to a lot of like high-powered microscopes or whatever, so I don't know the exact thing. But if you've seen scarification,
along.
it's like thin white lines, but it'll typically there'll be some thickness and some thickness to it. This is very thin, very small. So
Is
Along
there
the
any
skin
sort of,
in
like,
what way? Yeah, is there a specific pattern or anything?
yeah?
it seems to be intentional. I don't recognize the pattern.
Did you
Is it
manage to
like
get pictures of it by any chance?
I'm sorry, you're very quiet, Liz.
Did you manage to get pictures of the scarification?
Yes. Yes, I did take pictures of stuff. And of the incision.
Okay.
So I think I did that well. Yep.
What's your unusual score or your unnatural score?
My unusual score. I have an unnatural of 0.
Okay.
I have
never
a
mind.
natural of 20.
You do?
Yeah. I could do something with that. I don't know what you're trying to do here, but
I'm seeing if there was something to this.
would you
No,
like me to
I have a
roll?
reasonable occult, but I don't have anything in the natural.
That's. I'm not.
But I'm pretty sure we already checked occult, and I don't think I got anything from it.
Yeah.
I actually wonder, is that roll still?
Anyways, do you want me to roll a natural, or do you
No.
chill on it?
Just
Okay.
give me a second. Continue talking as I
Alright.
find this.
Okay, so the kid's got weird scars, and it apparently is the same kid, which is weird as fuck.
As far as I'm able to tell, yeah, it isn't something like, well, this is just a different kid. I'm able to do some quick checks with the DNA sample that I have, but I'm not able to just like 100% match based on the resources I have in here. So, but a cursory glance has eliminated obvious ways to eliminate the kid as just some other kid.
So for now, we're 50% sure that it's the kid. All right, we can work with that. Or 60%, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
More likely than not.
What was that?
I was gonna ask if the scars were in any places that would allow access to like, was there one like on the belly for organ, like chest cavity access, or
No,
like
so
are
this is
these
again,
like
these are
around the
thin.
outline for?
These are thin scars tracing across his entire skin.
To give
Like,
you an idea,
so-
Too
Um,
thin for surgery?
to give you an idea, Maxwell, and you can describe this to everybody else. The way in which these move across the body, they can't create any shapes that you particularly recognize outside of like simple geometry, but the way in which they are laid out kind of reminds you of something like the Nazca lines or something. Like, it's very intentional, but it's not like surgical scarring. It's more
It's a tattoo.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. But they were thin and small, so it was scarification, but it was made with something that was much more precise than what people would be able to do scarification with now.
And the only way that you were able to see it is when his like the light caught these scars in a certain way. Like, otherwise they you can't see them. You can't even feel them.
Yeah, they're like tiny tattoos. This isn't something you'd be like. This isn't access. This is kind of like if you've seen, I don't know, a blonde woman's arm hair.
Why does that feel so on brand for Maxwell to say as a description of something?
Well, but intentional. Like someone put it there on purpose rather than just
Also,
evolution.
The kid has the tattoo on the back of his neck, right? The one that looks like a ring.
He has an incision on the back of his neck. He has this tattoo scarification stuff all over his skin.
Okay. Gotcha.
Let me give you. Let me show you what that image looks like in VC chat.
Er,
The tattoo in the back of the neck.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a tattoo. I thought it was an incision. Okay.
No, I
That-
think there are both, aren't there?
Okay.
Whatever. We know
I
there's
mean,
a tattoo.
there's a tattoo and an incision.
There is. Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
I
All
remember
right,
one.
so I want to be quick about this because I don't know how the storm is going to affect our ability to communicate with others outside of the area. So we should probably send the pictures and the information about the kid as well as what we found out in the woods back which was a whole lot of nothing, really. It was footprints and huckleberry all over the place. The most significant thing was there was something out there following us. Some weird, pale, lanky creature of some kind that we just couldn't get a
hairless-
look
Just
of.
saw another demon out there.
Yeah,
Hairless Bigfoot. It is good that
hairless.
the other one isn't here. Yeah, he might go running off to find it.
But yeah, let's get this information out to big air quotes, our people.
Shay, could I make an occult roll to see if I know of any local legends about some tall, hairless figure following people around here?
Could I make an unnatural roll?
Yeah, both of you can try to use these things. I'll have to figure out how
Okay.
to pull these.
Nope.
Yeah, okay, it wasn't me, but it was you.
Oh, okay, I succeeded, and you failed. Okay, I rolled exactly what I needed to succeed.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
High five.
Ooh.
We haven't got one
Um,
episode without mentioning Bigfoot.
That's because of Sin. He won't shut up about Bigfoot.
I
That
mean,
is
no,
true. That is true.
it's one of those things. Like if you watch these kind of like supernatural things, they'll have a thing where they're always talking about this and they always rule it out. I remember in the first, I don't know, 5 or 6 seasons of Supernatural, they always talk about satanic cults, and it was never a satanic cult.
So,
Yeah.
So
with your occult, you have an experience that tells you that there's a history in the United States of people mythologizing the summoning of what is essentially a demon, or what ends up getting labeled a demon. You know, you have the Jersey Devil, you have so many things all around the United States. The Native Americans have something vaguely similar in terms of tone and creature. However, this is a story that sort of explains an entire group of people.
Okay.
And it's one of those things that you would know from your studying has been heavily mythologized. It's a story that has been taken from them and bastardized and turned into this idea of there being, from a white person's perspective, quote unquote, more savage natives than the natives that they fucked over. Right? Is their thinking. But in reality, this was similar to other cultures. These are stories to explain from your mind. It's like a, through narrative telephone, the story of like conquest at war, like one group of people's conquest over another group of people during war. This is found in several different cultures within North America, and there's one in particular that tells the story of a mass exodus of people from what's now Canada to somewhere in the western United States. This would have been what would later be known as the Blackfoot tribe, I believe, or you believe. But what your friend is describing is more in tune with a mixture of these two ideas. It's somewhere in the middle between the bastardized story and the story as it is told by people native to the continent, of there being strange offshoots of people living in remote areas, kind of at the corners of society. Kind of like a culture's boogeyman.
Okay, so this
That's the
seems like
best
some
you
sort.
got.
Okay, this is like something between, I don't know, a boogeyman and a wild man kind of thing, where it's like, that's Tim. Tim doesn't speak and eats bugs, and he's kind of weird, but just leave him alone. And
Yeah, but on
sometimes
like
Tim
a
also like sneaks into your house and steals your shoes and like
yeah,
eats
but
your
more on
children.
like a whole cultural level. This is like, hi, there are us that we all, we're in our group, but then there's this other group over there, and they like eat human beings, and they make sounds of animals and can turn into animals and shit like that.
The one that comes the most mind to me, but that probably isn't a good reference point because I don't know if you know about it, is the fur bug, but
Yeah.
which is literally just swamp people.
Like I said,
So
this
yeah,
all cultures have stories like this. But what is
Yeah.
being described to you sounds like a mixture between, oh, this is some shit that all cultures have made up and hold special. And then like oh, this sounds like that weird thing that was literally made up. That's odd.
so nothing specific that I could be like, oh yes, that is the Timothy monster.
Not
And
really.
Timothy monster is scared of rock salt and
No.
large maracas, so we shall gather with us
Brennan,
large maracas.
No. There isn't.
Ah.
We sure be on one tonight.
Yeah.
I still think our best course of action would try to be. I mean, we probably really can't get our own forces in here really fast, scrub and leave. But with a kid who vanished, showed up, and has already been seen by the public after all this time, if we're trying to like contain the situation, like shit needs to happen fast. Like gank the kid, bounce, grab the parents. We can like anesthesia or amnesia them later, and like start working on fake news stories. Like 4 dudes ain't gonna like fix this one. And the storm kind of puts us in a shitty situation though.
Yeah, but there is the investigation of what took him where he went and whatever it is that you saw. And that I even just assumed that the things that you saw are related to what took him. Because I suppose they could be two unrelated phenomena.
True. But if the situation with the kid gets out of the bag, like I think containing this should be a separate higher priority than figuring out what it caused it. I mean, it's been doing it for a while. Kids have been getting ganked. It seems like I'm not saying that makes it a lower priority, but like if like the public finds out about it, it'll be harder for us to.
All right. Well, look, for now, because we can't do anything about the whatever the heck this is, because of the storm, we can't go out. We can't do anything. Let's get the pictures of the kid and the information we have so far about what we saw out in the woods, the evidence that we found, all of that up to people that have better access to information than us right now.
Your superiors.
Our superiors. I'm trying to OPSEC this a little too much. But point is,
Oh, this is the conversation's happening out in the open. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get all this information up to our superiors, and let's let them look at it, and then let's just focus on like dealing with our situation right here, and we can let them figure this shit out. Our job right now is
real quick. I was gonna say the advantage is the storm prevents anybody else from approaching too, so that might buy us some more time.
Yeah, exactly. It gives them time to focus on that with better resources than us, and we get to just hunker down, talk to the kids some more, and just focus on this. So let's do that for now. And I nominate Tillman to make that phone call.
Not it.
You
Phone
just,
call to our higher ups to just give them the information we have.
Do we not
yeah,
have a?
you seem to really connect with that one girl in comms. You know, I just want to make sure that you have the time to really, get to know her.
Wasn't there the one that you wanted to climb?
No, it was a different one. No, you're
Sure.
mixing up for people.
Okay. If I remember correctly, however, didn't you have the Did you have the secure line?
Me? I think we all had secure lines. I don't think I had anything special in that regard.
You can set up. You're the comms person. You set up the secure line.
I'll do the phone
yeah.
call if you're afraid to do it. Like,
It's not a matter of being afraid to do it. I'm the one with the guns and the one that knows how to use the guns. You go make the phone call.
It's okay.
you are literally the comms guy.
If you blush when you're on the phone, that's okay.
Do you
Yeah,
not
you
know
can't
how to
see
use
it.
a phone? Are you afraid of phones? Do
While
phones
this is
scare
going on,
Do you not have phones?
Where you come from?
while this is going on, Keller, you're in the common room, and it's been kept empty from other people. A little while
We've
ago, before. Oh,
So I've currently moved him on to Dragon Ball.
yes.
So we're watching Dragon Ball now. Okay.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that is known.
And he's
Thanks.
just mystified by this. Like he's like
Good,
just
he
glued
appreciates
watching
art.
it. He's just holding it in his hands. Nobody's been allowed in besides you, the park ranger that seems to have some medical skill, Maxwell.
Mhm.
A little while ago, people have been hearing about what's going on. One of the people who was camping here came there with their kid, sympathized with the situation and offered to give like clothes to the poor fucking kid. That was accepted. Or at least the park ranger was insistent on that. But after all that, it's kind of just been, while they're all talking, you and the kid in this room. As you are sitting there, and it's, not the most glamorous job, but you're listening to Dragon Ball Z going on in the background.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball. Okay.
We start them on the right path.
Okay. As you're listening to that going on in the background, you hear furniture shift to
Like-
your right.
Okay, can you describe the room for me?
So, it's a common room. It kind of looks most like a lodge. Like, the whole ranger station has a very homey feel to it. A lot of these places tend to have like a faux wood look to them, but it's, people do a job here. This one is the most like old school, like lodge looking of it. There's taxidermied game that are hung on the walls. There's very nice painting of landscapes, pictures of, people who have done the job for a while now. There's like a dartboard, there's a pool table. There's a TV off in the corner, but you found that did not work very well.
Yep.
But other than that, it's just like some furniture, sitting area, all that kind of stuff. The kid is in like an armchair. There's another one for you. There's a couple.
I know
couches,
it's crazy. She didn't even
chairs.
hesitate. She just shot him right in the head. It was insane. Kid's like 6.
What now?
Have you not seen Dragon Ball?
No.
Oh, in the first episode, Bulma shoots Goku in the head immediately with like 9mm.
Hey, well,
just off the rip, she tries to murder this child.
Hey, welcome to the future, kid. This is what we do to people like you.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, one of the chairs, it's kind of like an old wicker chair. You just hear it like scuff against the floor.
To my left, you said?
To your right.
Oh, to my right. Okay.
You don't
Because I'm
see
imagining
anything.
like the
You
kids
just
to
hear
my
it.
right. Okay. Do I see a chair there that looks like it could have made the sound?
Yeah.
Poke it with a stick.
No, I just go back to watching the show.
It moved in that moment where Goku got shot. The kid
To be
like
fair,
jumped.
if the storm is that bad, I'm thinking like whatever, something might have blown it. Whatever.
Definitely, this plot hook will definitely be ignored.
I'm not.
You all must have
I'm
heard
not
the
checking
wind
that shit out. That shit's scary.
Never should have come here looking.
Hey, so remember how I said I wasn't defending the scientists again? This is why. This is why.
Master, what is this power? I don't know. That shit's scary.
All right. Well, I can't wait to have a Family Guy situation where we come back out and fucking Keller was garroted by some fucking ants or some shit.
Listen. Shut up. All right, so
right,
you I heard scraping. I look over. I see a chair that could have made the sound. Shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm moving on. We're back in the show.
Inspect. Notify the rest of the team.
I'm not gonna have
winds-
like all the guys run in because a chair moved.
By the
We
way,
deal in the supernatural. That feels like something you should tell.
That feel if it was something like the chair like fell over, sure, that's too much.
none
But
of you
move
are
slightly,
here. Let me scare him.
I'm sorry.
The storm has been picking up slowly outside, and the wind has been getting louder. You know that sound when you're in a very remote building and the wind whips up, and you can feel it almost like it's pressing up and into and moving the wall, like that noise?
Oh yeah.
That begins to start to happening, and the kid looks up and shifts a little bit, and then once again, the chair. And this time you can see it because it moves much more. It rotates.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah. At that point, be like,
Security breach.
okay, heart pounding. Gotta act like the adult in the situation. Hey, something wrong? I'm just saying that like as he's on looking at the phone, and I'm like looking over at the chair.
I'm fucking done.
The kid just looks at you and huddles up a little bit more as the show is still playing, and he's like trying to pay attention to the show, but he's like, I don't like storms.
Yeah, so my kids didn't like him either. Hey, if it's gonna sound strange, but if you feel like something's wrong right now, let me know, okay?
Is something wrong? The chair slightly.
Yes. Hey, let's go into the other room with the rest of the guys. Yeah.
Okay.
You can keep the phone for right now, so you can keep watching. I'll kind of like lead him out as he's just like at least keep him like on the right path to leave the room.
Yeah, you're like leading him out. He's still just glued
Yeah.
to the fucking
Yeah,
show.
I'm kind of like pulling his shirt slightly to get him to like move around stuff.
Although, like, now and again, because of the storm, seemingly the connection for like you streaming this is like shorting out, so like it buffers every now and again. And he'll like it'll happen, and then he'll look up at you, and you'll be like, it just does that sometimes.
Yeah, it's not perfect.
And then he just keeps following you.
All right, no, I lock the door and go out.
Seating ground.
But you don't have the means to lock the door, really.
Well, you know what I mean. Turn the knob and leave.
Close that shit, keep that away.
Yeah, I kind of open it for the kid for him to go through first, and then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is well known that poltergeists can't open doors, so you're fine. You defeat the threat.
Okay, so were they just in the other room? So am I walking in
like
with the rest of
it's
them in
like a
there?
hallway. So like there are people
Okay.
milling about, but it's like if you can imagine the building as like most of a long piece in Tetris,
Okay.
like you enter in the middle, a little bit left of center. To the left is where all the park rangers work. To the right is the common area. But then like as soon as you get in, there's a hall that separates the two. You can go through it, and then to the right, and that hallway extends the back of the building to
Okay.
stairs that go up, and they're kind of milling around in that hallway.
Okay. I don't remember. Did anyone tell me where these guys were going specifically in the building beforehand?
And they probably both.
Okay.
Like you
I guess I
basically
stopped one.
like you go out the door, you look to your right, and there's one of them.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'll kind of lead the kid. Who am I coming up to?
I don't know. Somebody volunteer.
Let's say
I'll
I'm
turn
You're all
and see
talking.
that. Yeah, I'll turn and see that he's like, oh, he's bringing the kid, and be like, I'm pretty sure he shouldn't be out.
Yeah, it was just getting a little stuffy in there, and I kind of walk up and I kind of pull you to the side a little bit. Some
Shit's
crazy shit
moving.
going in there.
Yeah.
Shit's moving,
Yeah,
man. Shit's
hey.
moving, man.
Hey, just don't make a scene. I don't want to make the kid uncomfortable. But yeah, at first I thought it was nothing. I thought it was the storm moving a chair, but a chair did a full 360 at me.
No
No
scope
wind.
too, or
No,
Came at me with the op and everything, bro.
yeah.
no, not like. How the fuck do you even know that? No, not like that.
Okay.
No, like no wind, no nothing. I kind of brushed it off when it first kind of hurt her skirt. You know what I mean? Then it just fully turned around. No wind, no nothing.
Yeah. Okay, that makes.
Hey, don't make it a big thing. I don't want to make the kid scared.
All right. Well, while phone call's coming, how about I'll grab Vay's character. How about we go check out the Chair of Doom?
Earth Doom. Sure, I'll go poke a chair with you. Skitter,
Truly
skitter.
the evil
I mean-
Ottoman Empire.
Oh my god.
Clicks my gun off safety. This chair is gonna fucking get it.
I'm about to ventilate
Like-
this whole common room.
As there
Joke.
are campers and just some of the rangers milling around that area, you just like, stack on the door, kick it open. Where's the fucking
Yeah.
chair?
Yeah, kick that bitch into the pop, pop, pop. You saw it move.
I neutralized the chair.
Nice, I had to.
It's gonna be crazy looking back on these jokes in 10 minutes after you gun down a chair.
You saw it. It came right at me. It came right at me.
It just turns
It
out
would
it's like
be so funny if you turn the corner, the chair just fucking domes you in the face like The
It's just-
Office.
it's just the chair from Pee-wee's Playhouse, like just has not been going well. Streamlining meth for like 10 years.
Yeah, it's a whole armchair. It suddenly has a mouth, and it's just like stomping over to you, like, "Hi."
I'd
So
shoot
many
the fuck out
bullets.
of that chair.
Yeah, right?
Well, it's good to know that in a hypothetical situation, I did not survive that encounter.
Your
'cause I failed
dodge
that dodge like a
sucks.
motherfucker.
Your dodge roll sucks.
I took a face full of chair in that scenario.
But that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You guys go into the room, and you begin looking around, and it's really still. Besides the sound of the storm outside as you're just standing there. Tillman and Keller, assuming the chair in the natural pair. I can't look at chat. I'm assuming the call is being made.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Do we have to? I mean,
I gave you a burner phone. I very much doubt anyone's going to be listening in on a fucking burner phone.
well, no,
I
that's not what I
kinda-
was saying.
Kind of sat down to the side with the kid, and I just kind of like see. I'm assuming you're going to make the call.
Yeah.
Okay, and I just kind of wave him away just so the kid doesn't overhear it.
Go play in the corner, Timothy.
Oh, and call our operator. We were just calling our operator, right?
Yeah, you're literally just passing on the pictures and the information that we got so far. Which
Yeah,
if
like
you want
attachments in the files and the pictures of the kid, send the information we found about the footprints, the huckleberries, the supposed tall, very fast vanishing follower. They would already have the information on the timeline and the family and disappearances and all that kind of stuff. But yeah,
You send
I'm
all
just
of that
picturing-
information over, and then there's a few minutes of nothing for a moment, and then there is a there is a little notification on the bottom of the phone that just says ellipses is typing, and then after a second of that, you get a message that just says understood and received. We'll be calling for an update shortly, and then the sat phone that you were also given starts to vibrate.
I'll answer the sat phone for the update, I suppose.
Oh, shit, this thing has a butt plug mode.
I know, it's great. Try fitting an entire sat phone up there.
Base.
You answer, and just get dispatched to team.
Yes, dispatch. This is team.
New phone, who dis?
Can you give a little bit clearer update on your situation?
Oh, yes. We've made contact with the local enforcement and have technically as close to joint custody of the child in question as we're probably going to get. Do I need to actually role play all of it, like this part? Or, I mean,
You
like,
just, you can just basically say that you tell a bunch of this. Yeah.
yeah, just reconfirm all of the information we sent just a second ago. Yeah.
Yeah, you fill them in on the whole picture. Ah, damn it, son. You get that, and then after you explain everything, and you can hear dispatch typing the entire time. There's a moment of silence, and dispatch asks, "So, can you confirm that this is Brendan McGill?"
It appears to be the same child, yes.
Okay. Priority now is to extract the child from the location and to, if possible, investigate into the unnatural nature of his reappearance and disappearance, if at all possible, particularly the tall men that you spoke of. However, the primary concern is getting him out of the area, so that will take precedent over everything. Especially since you now have, and there's a short pause, 8 hours to make it out of the area. Recommendation is at all that if you need to have a cover story for getting McGill off the mountain, you might be recommended to, with the federal authority of your assumed identities, suggest that the entire campsite be evacuated due to the storm that is rolling in.
Is there a specific procedure that we would need for that, or would our FBI status be enough to simply say leave?
I mean, there might be pushback. They are park rangers local to the area, but if you have to, then muscle and throw your weight around with the badges.
Appreciate the information, dispatch.
Once you're out of the area, make contact with us again, and then we will establish a handoff point for the anomaly.
Will do. My bad, I'm processing. Thank you. I'll hang up the phone and everything. My bad, I'm IRL processing the ramifications of this kidnapping we're about to perform.
Yeah.
What kidnapping? We are simply removing the
You're
child
not
from
here.
a safer location.
I mean, you are dispatched.
You're
It's not
you're
a child,
investigating
it's an
chair.
anomaly.
You are
Yeah,
you
and
are
the child
on
is
chair
like 40
duty.
years old.
little bit older than that.
Yes, kidnapping a 44-year-old child.
Liberals.
44-year-old,
Did you know?
8-year-old.
You know that
Yeah.
some adults are identifying as kids. Shit's crazy.
No.
No, see, I was thinking more along the, oh, he's a good kid when people were talking about something like Donald Trump Jr. It's like, he's a good kid. He's like 40. What are you talking about?
What the fuck?
I know.
Stop
Sean.
laying out
Move on.
landmines. for
Move
me.
on.
Back to the chair situation.
Back to the chair situation. Make an alertness check, both you
Oh,
and
fuck.
Maxwell.
God damn it. Hold on. Oh, yay. Thank God. I can't wait to shoot whatever the fuck's in this chair.
Oh, God's not here.
Apparently God is.
So, both of you being very astute, being prepared to see a strange new anomaly as you enter the door, see fuck all.
Oh, great.
I said which chair it was, to be fair.
I mean, we'll be able to determine that too because it's been turned, but like, yeah.
I think we'll figure it out. No worries.
I mean, I don't know if you would have a great memory of this, but, you know, I guess something moved, but you don't see anything, you don't hear anything besides the storm outside.
I'm trying to figure out whether or not it's a good idea to fucking 300 the chair.
Raise it above your head in a homoerotic display.
Is that what a
I'm
300 is?
okay. So, do we know which specific? I'm assuming we know which specific chair it is. I'm assuming that information was that.
Yeah.
Uh,
You're just two
camera share-
jackasses staring at a chair right now.
Can I investigate the chair further? Can I search it, like look under the cushions, maybe?
Can I
Fucking
attempt to
bad.
intimidate the chair?
I'd like to seduce
Who do
the
you
chair.
work for?
Tell me the face of God, you chair piece of shit.
I
Yeah,
use
like-
my bureaucracy skill to bore the chair into giving up everything it knows.
I'd like to make a psychotherapy roll on the chair.
Make
You
a
can't kill
make
me
a
in any
search
way that
check on the
matters.
chair.
You can't kill me in any way that
Of
matters.
course. It never fucking works.
What'd you get?
Nothing that works.
All right. Well,
You spent every single good roll on a meme.
You made me do it.
What do you mean I was not a part of that? Don't say I forced you to.
Oh, not taking any responsibility for the repercussions of your actions.
you search
Yeah,
the chair and
That
find
does sound like you guys.
nothing. It is just a nice old wicker chair. I mean, you're small and don't weigh much, so you could probably sit in it and not damage it at all.
You should sit in the chair.
I'm
You
not
are
sitting
now
in the
sharing a
fucking
ghost's
chair.
butt warmth.
Hell no. Miss me with that shit. Can I investigate the area that the chair moved from? Like,
Make a
look
search
at-
check.
Oh, lovely. That's great. Oh, great. What am I about to fucking discover?
You look around and you discover that the floor is made out of floor. There has definitely been some disturbed dust, but it's actually not that much. You know, they must keep this place really clean, but you know, it's like it looks like a chair moved.
You got any ideas, Maxwell? Because I don't want to stare at this fucking chair. I feel like an idiot.
I mean,
Oh, wait a minute. We're
I
not
can't
supposed
be-
to be calling each other by our fucking names.
Yeah.
Shit.
That
I was gonna
happened
say,
in
yeah.
character.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah. That can't be a unusual feeling. My expectation is that the whatever kind of anomalous activity that was seen is caused by the kid rather than caused by anything else, and that's why we're not getting anything now because the kid's not here.
She used to grab the kid, shake him, and scream nightmare at him. Make it move again, you reappearing fuck!
My medical, yeah, as a doctor, I'm gonna recommend not doing that. I can't be good for the kid.
As
Yeah,
this
we
is
can
happening,
continue.
Keller, you're with the kid, and the kid is watching the show, and the wind picks up again, and the kid is like staring up at the ceiling, and Tillman just gets off the phone, and there is a filing cabinet next to both of you, and several of the filing cabinet drawers slowly begin to open.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Real.
In character, like as I walk away, like to the far end of the room, away from the filing cabinets. Like imagine Tillman's holding the phone in like one hand between like his thumb and his palm, and he's got like both palms face down. He's like walking away, like
I give up. I don't want to do this.
shit
no
to do
more.
with that.
I don't
I mean,
like
the-
storms.
Floor could be slightly slanted. They just slide out.
Yeah, I'm sure the floor is slanted.
Lightning strikes, and all of the drawers suddenly slam shut.
I'll go fuck myself. It's fine. Cover your
Yeah.
ears. Sorry.
A tiny localized earthquake.
You're
just
not here.
underneath the filing cabinet.
You're not here. Quit being a smart aleck with unknown.
I'm the voice inside your head. I'm one of your alters.
We ain't found shit. What's going on?
Okay, I'm gonna go.
And I
What's
will
the situ-
always
You-
love
I kind of
kid-
stand up. Hold on. Before you say anything, I'll be like, hold on. You just sit here, continue watching the show, okay?
Go.
Me and my buddy here are gonna go ask something from the guards.
Nightmare.
I was gonna say, stay with the kid. Try to grab.
Well, we're gonna walk off a little bit.
All right.
You're gonna tell me what's going on. What'd they say?
Our new priority is to get the kid out of here because we don't have time to really handle a thorough investigation before this blows open and becomes entirely public. So I was gonna say for you to priority one, stick with the kid. Try to hook up with the other two. I was gonna go start telling the park rangers that they need to evacuate. The storm is gonna be worse than we suspect. Throw our FBI weight around a little bit. You guys should get in on it. I'm sure you'll have a fun time trying to convince the rangers to ditch everything and get the fuck out of here.
I kind of vaguely took in the rest of that conversation. My brain kind of got caught on the fact that we're kidnapping someone.
Oh yeah, I did that too. I forgot.
So,
Yeah, we're snatching them.
fuck.
It's a child.
Okay, yeah, I'll stay with them. Just tell me when plans are made and what's happening.
Oh, well, I'm going to go tell the park rangers that they need to start evacuating people now because it might take a while to sell
Might-
them on that.
Want to go get the other guys to kind of sell it a bit more. I think if just
Oh.
one of us goes out, I think it'd be.
Well, all right, you stay with the kid. I'll go get them, and then all three of us will go.
Sounds good. Yeah, and then Goku just sent that bunny guy to the moon. Shit's crazy.
So
What a mo-
I make my way to the chair room.
Great, thank you.
So you motherfuckers still in here fighting this chair?
Yes. We have vanquished our foul foe.
Yeah, don't worry. That dude's never gonna cause you trouble ever again.
Well, just come out here and lock the chair in there, and we need to go. Our mission parameters have changed.
The
Priority
chair is
one
on house arrest.
All right. Just before we get too far ahead of ourselves, Samson, did anything weird happen out there by the kid while we were in here?
All the file cabinets, like a couple of metal file cabinets, open on their own all at once, and when there was a lightning strike, they all closed at the same time.
Leading theory, it is the kid. Cool. What's the plan?
Kidnapping this little motherfucker.
Nice. All right. That
We're
was
black
my
bagging
expectation when we can. No, like we get sent out by the weirdos to be like, yeah, there's this kid, and you can't let anybody find out if the kid is weird. I was like 70% sure that we have to just come in with a garbage bag then and just dump him in it. So
This was only ever going to end in a kidnapping, a bunch of murders, or a kidnapping and a bunch of murders.
You're a terrible.
I mean, there was a
plan.
pretty good chance that this was just some kid, and then we go, oh, okay, cool, we just leave, and nothing has to happen. But
So, plan right now is we're getting the kid out of here. Did the bosses say anything else?
They
Anything
suggested
specific?
that we try to convince the park rangers to have everybody evacuate because of the storm. Play up how intense it's going to be. You know, we are FBI. We can use our badges and wait to try to convince people to get the fuck out of here.
the other thing is, I've had an opportunity to medically examine the kid. I could, as a doctor, I can say this is in fact not the kid who went missing. This is a different child facing severe trauma and could be facing a number of other necessary medical issues. We need to leave before the storm gets bad and get out of here so that they can receive the necessary medical treatment. And we can't wait for our we can't wait for anybody else to show up for that because that'll put the kid's life in danger.
So for now, I recommend that we don't mention it not being the kid. Let's not be certain about any of it. Let's play up that like, hey, we also don't know what the fuck's going on, because
Yeah,
they're gonna ask questions if we try to say like for sure this isn't the kid. So let's
Yeah.
say like we need to evacuate because of the storm to make sure that he gets medical treatment and to do further investigations on whether or not this is the kid. I think they'll buy that.
That's fair.
Cool. So, who wants to go to and explain to a bunch of park rangers about why we need to move dozens and dozens of people through very rough terrain in the middle of a storm?
I
It's
think
like only
I
a
think the
little
thing-
over 20.
I
Storm
think
is over
that
here.
if we say the storm's going to get bad, we recommend you move the kid, you move the people, whatever. That's your prerogative. We're taking the kid because the kid needs medical aid, and that's kind of the angle we go with. And then they decide, okay, well, we're going to move it because if the FBI think it's bad, well, then I guess we probably think it's bad too.
Fair enough. But what happens if we all leave and people stay and whatever the fuck this thing is decides buffet?
I mean, then I guess there aren't any witnesses to us being here, and that makes our cleanup a lot easier.
Okay. Fair enough.
Tactical sandwich shack.
I was looking for a reason to stay and shoot them, but okay, let's go.
Bro really said fuck the Hippocratic Oath.
Hey,
He said fuck that
do
shit.
no harm, not prevent any harm that could possibly happen.
I'm fairly sure you're doing harm if some shit fucking happens that we might
Hey.
have known would happen.
Hey,
Hey.
Luigi, get him.
stop the tree.
All right, cool.
Stop the
So
stream.
we've got a plan. We got a plan. We're gonna talk with the Rangers and we're gonna get the kid out of here. Got it. Good to
Also,
go.
Hippocratic was a hypocrite, so.
You still have to take
I am gonna turn on the communications jammer.
Okay.
Because
I'll-
if we're about to start some shit, I don't want these motherfuckers to be able to call anyone.
That's fair. I'll go talk to the park rangers. Since
Got
I'm the one making the medical determination that the kid needs to leave. I have the strongest case to make there.
I guess I'll go get the car ready. I'm the driver and everything.
And fuck it, I'll go with Maxwell just to add more credibility to this. Like, hey, yeah, definitely we need to go.
Actually, on
Sure.
second thought, you said you saw some tall motherfucker in the woods. I kind of don't want to go start the car myself.
Good point. We're gonna do a old flipperoo there. I'm gonna go get the car started. I'm going to I think I still have the bolt action on me too, don't I?
It's not bolt action, it's an M14.
Isn't it M14? No, I'm pretty sure it's a bolt action.
Don't argue with me,
The-
I made it
the-
for you.
All right, the other gun. I'm going to give the other gun to. I can't give it to anyone, can I? Shit.
God,
mind.
when Moses hit the water rock twice for the first time after 40 fucking years.
Never mind. I'm gonna go start the car. I'm taking the guns with me. I can't trust any of you. You have a building to protect you. I don't. Goodbye. And I walk out.
All right. I'm gonna miss when that little guy gets eaten.
Me and the kid are out there singing a duet. Cha-la, hey-cha-la.
God damn it.
I didn't die, but I have tits now. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah,
None of the stories talked about this.
Nobody hears from Martin for 40 years.
I know some weird fucking people.
It was 40 years. I'm a lesbian now. Anyways, continue.
Tell me the face of God, you fungal piece of shit.
I will chloroform you and that fucking child for singing in the car. I swear to God.
All right. Anyways, let's marshal our powers of concentration, limited though they may be. I'll head over to the park rangers. Marshaling up a concern, the concerned doctor face of like head down. You're like looking at the different kinds of things. You're shaking your head, hands are on the hips. The whole like, yeah, I know. To really like lay it on thick.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
afraid it's terminal. I'm afraid it's terminal. His child.
Yeah, exactly. The
I'm
child will in
sorry,
fact
I just
die.
got laid out by the mental image of all of you driving in the fucking car, and fucking Keller and the kid are singing, and Tillman just comes over with a spray bottle of chloroform and just hits.
Tillman's in the driver's seat with a rag
Stop
and a
it, stop
bottle,
it.
spraying that shit on the rag, reaching into the back seat to stop this motherfucker.
Where
from
are
singing.
you? Where are you? Fucking.
As we
The
careen off the
idea of
road.
also spraying chloroform in a currently moving vehicle that you are driving is
Just
poorly
crack the window.
conceived.
Just crack the window first. You're good.
Yeah, that'll fix it.
The car's going, the fumes get stuck in the back.
Well, it depends. Are the fumes lighter or heavier than air?
I don't know.
Are you seeing
Is it
why
the right
I
or the
fucking
front?
died laughing at that mental image?
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. No, it's I want to die quietly in my sleep like my grandfather, not
That
screaming
cannot-
with the passengers
That
in the
cannot
car.
be the tagline of chloroform. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Okay, Quagmire, move on with this conversation.
Okay, so I head over trying to convince the park rangers that we need to take the kid for medical attention. All right, so I'll walk up with that kind of concerned look. I'll say, "Hey, how does the storm look? How does where's the likelihood of us being able to make a move through this or this clearing up right away?"
You're talking to the person who identified himself as kind of the head of
Sure.
all the park rangers here.
That makes sense.
I mean, you just happen to snag him.
Yep.
And you ask that, and he, he thinks. He tries to find the words for a best answer for a second. Goes, yeah, well, I mean, that's why we cleared out the campground. Storm's rolling in, and it looks like it's gonna, cause at least a little bit of damage. There's flash flooding chance, so we got everybody hunkered down here. Why?
So it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Oh yeah.
How many hours do you think?
I mean, at least until morning.
Okay, then I gave a quick medical examination. I don't have all the things I need here. We need to move quickly because of the unusual nature of this. The kid is suffering from a number of severe medical issues. Malnutrition being one of the primary ones, exposure, like those kind of standard ones. There does appear to be kind of a worrying cough, the starts of a fever, and a number of other things that I think we need to make sure we get him to a hospital as soon as possible. We're gonna make our way now to make sure that we avoid the worst of this storm. Waiting until morning, I mean, he could be fine, but he could also get really sick, and well, then we have the death of a kid on our hands. We don't want that. I know that with that kind of thing in mind, it might be better to get people out of here. But I mean, I'm gonna fall to your judgment on that. My judgment, and I've gotten the rest of my team on board with this, is that we're gonna try and take this kid to the hospital to get them checked out. My initial, in terms of like the actual investigation, my initial determinations of this are inconclusive at this point, unfortunately. I haven't been able to rule out that this isn't just some other kid. So, but I haven't been able to rule that it definitely isn't some other kid. So, we're going to take him. We're going to head to the nearest hospital. We're going to get him the necessary medical treatment and make sure that with some better equipment, we have that determination. So that's why we have to leave before the parents get here, unfortunately.
He kind of picks up
But-
on the last thing you said and goes, "Wait, what do you mean that you don't know if it's? Wait, you think it might actually be who he says he is?"
It seems very unlikely, but there hasn't, like, in terms of the kinds of things, like when you're doing these kinds of investigations, if you think about like the stuff that when you're performing investigations, you'll ask people questions, you'll investigate certain things, and people will give away obvious lies. They'll say
Doc,
things
he'd
like,
have to be
"Oh yes,
44.
yes, no, I am aware of that, yes," and that's it's very unlikely that this would in fact be 44. So in terms of just this is almost certainly not the case. The simple fact is we have to assume that what the person is talking about is correct, because we don't have anything to immediately disprove it. So,
I mean, the fact that he's not a 44-year-old man might do it, Doc.
that's
I'm
true.
there with you, right?
But again, I don't get to make that determination. I just get to do the medical stuff, and medically, I don't have a determination. So,
It's semantics. Like witnessing a murder and still having to prove it in court. We know it's not
Yeah.
the kid, but paperwork and all that shit.
it's due diligence. Anyways,
Make a persuade check.
me or
Oh,
Fu?
Maxwell. I only knew your like pseudonym.
Oh yeah. If I can close the stupid thing. Persuasion. Success.
No, that's a critical failure.
Oh wow. Okay, no, sorry.
Wow.
The last one I saw was the 9. So, wow, I rolled 100%. Nice.
So he looks at you funny. He's like, what exactly does he have that we need to get him out of here tonight? I mean, if we try to get everyone off this mountain down that road, we could be
you don't
injuring
have to
who
get-
knows how many people.
Like I said, I am perfectly fine with you using your expertise in the space of getting whether or not other people need to leave or other people need to stay. I am engaging with my medical expertise, saying that he is at risk if he stays here without the proper medical treatment. Every single one of these things is a guess based on the information that you have available to you, and the information that I have available to me is that with the combination of the damage from exposure, the malnutrition, the dehydration, the starting of a fever, the cough, the delirious, the lack of focus, the inability to kind of follow what's going on, that this kid might be suffering a great deal of physical trauma leading from things like deep respiratory issues,
And
brain
he's been
damage, or death.
coughing and having respiratory problems and delirious. Because we haven't seen that yet. And I talked to my paramedic here. We haven't seen that.
You haven't seen him be delirious, like where you said it yourself, where the kid claims to be someone who's 44 years old. Is that not delirious to you?
That could be a bunch of different things, but we didn't see any of the respiratory illness, we didn't see any coughing, we didn't see any besides the usual. Like, he was exceptionally well off for somebody found with no clothes in the wilderness.
Okay, so first off, which of us has the medical degree? Someone can seem fine and then drop dead as a result of a number of issues that aren't immediately apparent. But second, seems fine for someone found with no clothes out in the middle of the wilderness is still not good. Like, anyone who is found out in the middle of the wilderness without the necessary protection, who has been gone for some period of time, should be taken for medical care immediately, even if they seem fine, because there are a number of different kinds of things that could be going on with them beyond just what is immediately apparent. But the deliriousness, the lack of the malnutrition, and the exposure are definitely the main concerns, and those are obviously present as just a result of the circumstances in which the child was found in. The child is talking about how they're a 44-year-old man. And that's part of the reason we came here, is because this is a very unusual case. So we have to come and talk about this.
At some point, he kind of just stops listening to what you're saying, and he looks behind him and yells back, Marie, I'm going to need your help with something. Tamiko, watch him. And he and another park ranger walk past you and start looking for the kid.
Please, God, let me fucking take this thing off safety.
Are you really going to throw your weight as a park ranger at the FBI? Is that really where you want this to go? You really want to come to me and say, no, I, as a park ranger, am going to deny the medical expertise of the FBI's doctor here, and I'm going to let this kid, based on my expectations, stay here in this storm and suffer possible death. That's what you want to put your career and your life on? You want to be held responsible for the manslaughter of a child?
You yelled this to the whole crowd, and they're backpackers, and everybody's turning their heads. Like, it's like awkward. You're raising your voice in the building. The one ranger, Maria, has stopped, turned, looks at you, looks at looks at her boss, and he thinks about it for a second and goes, no, I'm getting a second opinion. And he just continues walking off.
I think I can arrest people, right? No, I'm serious. Like, that's the thing. I've thrown this thing out here. I am challenging you as an FBI person. The person's like, I'm getting a second opinion. Cool. You're under fucking arrest.
I mean, technically speaking, he's not wrong. Like,
yeah, I mean,
you could absolutely be like,
you could say that, but
I'm detaining you for obstructing an active investigation. I mean,
do you say that?
Yeah, no, I'm detaining you for, and like, if you push past this, you're being detained and arrested for obstructing an active investigation. And
then detain me, but we're gonna see if the kid's okay.
No. So, cool. Then
out of character, really quick. The kid is okay. There's no reason not to let him see the kid one more time. You know, the motherfucker's watching Dragon Ball, right?
The reason we're getting the reason for this is that the ideas we're pressing on him of the importance of this particular thing. And if the kid, he's like, I don't think anything's wrong with the kid. I'm going to keep him here for some reason. Again, pushing against that idea of like, okay, well, this is a particular thing. This is less about, hey, okay, well, the kid seems whatever. Like that kind of the information of that. It's more about the authority. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Right.
So what are we doing?
Okay. It's like that. You do realize that the whole arrest detain thing does limit your capacity for movement and does preclude you from seeing the child, or are you like a simpleton?
We haven't done shit yet. And then
I've told you what's happening. Okay.
He's confronting you. Maria kind of like doesn't know what to do, but there's also now like this is happening in a room where like everybody except for his name Shiro is here right now. So, you know, at this point, like Keller, the kid, Tillman, and like everybody can hear this. You can't, Shiro, because it's raining so goddamn hard you can't see 3 feet in front of you.
Lovely.
But
can I text Shiro and tell him to get back in here?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do that real quick on the side.
Okay.
I heard them arguing in the other room.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, like I said, you're in a hallway that leads to stairs. There's a second floor to this building.
Yeah, we're just kind of sitting down in the hall.
Yeah.
So, just kind of waiting to see who comes through the door and tells me what's going on. So right now I'm just trying to make sure the kid's distracted.
I mean, you can kind of like half see this.
Mm.
The one that you can see fully is the one identified as Maria, and she kind of looks at you and goes, like, points to you, points to the kid, almost as like a question, like, "Can I? You sure he's okay?" I mean, I'm trained.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's fine. Yeah, just the white person. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
we're good.
Okay, well, she walks over, and you know, just like, "Hey, kind of heated. I don't want to lose my job or like my freedom." As this shouting match is going on in the background, can I just check on him? Cause like, has he been having any coughing, respiratory issues?
I'm not gonna lie. As far as like, he was a trained doctor. I'm gonna trust his opinion on stuff. What I've seen seems, yeah, he's coughed here or there, but like nothing. But I trust the doctor's opinion on this. I think it is a good idea if we taking place to really make sure he's okay, because we're only getting surface level here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if it's a kid, it wouldn't be similar signs. Make a persuade, like she's kind of thinking to herself. Make a persuade with plus 10 added to it.
Okay.
Or I guess in this instance it would be minus 10. Basically, the 10% in your favor. Just because you're trying to smooth things over.
20%.
Oh no!
Remember, my character's kind of a mess.
Yeah. That's the problem with having low skills. Shit.
Yeah.
Excuse me. She thinks for a moment. She's like, I don't know. I still want to like check something, and
What?
just make sure like his breathing's okay and all of that.
It's fine.
Wait, his breathing is fine?
Right now, since he's calm. I mean, he's being distracted. So yeah.
So he's not sick?
Oh, he's been coughing up.
I'm gonna have to kill him.
Yes.
I'm
I
just sitting
appear
here
behind
thinking,
her
like,
and put one silenced bullet through the back of her head.
Jesus
I'm just
Christ.
sitting here like, fuck, how do we get out of this situation without having to kill all of these motherfuckers?
Look,
You
I
keep putting me in
rolled
situations
terribly,
where
so
I have to
I'm reflecting that.
Is this what it's like being a government agent? Holy shit.
Oh, this is what it's like being a fucking babysitter.
Me and Aldi's buying a granola bar, like, fuck, I'm gonna have to kill everybody in this bitch.
Look,
Just let me know.
I'm not pulling this out of my ass here. I'm sorry. They're rightfully suspicious of some stuff that got said.
Just someone let me know when I get the text message.
Oh, you've gotten the text message.
Oh, I'm coming back in, baby. Let's go.
I guess I should have been more specific than come back inside. But
no, y'all were having your this is out of character. Y'all were having your little powwow, and I was I was looking for a good point to go back in, but I could come barging back in and see what's going on. I guess
we're gonna be evacuating the place. Don't you think you should go? Well,
wait, are we evacuating? She turns over to the boss like, "Boss, are we evacuating from the station?"
Can I make my grand entrance?
As you do at the height of all of this, yeah, sure, go ahead.
I just as calmly as I can, I'm coming back in, and I overhear this comment, and I'm like, no, this is not a mandatory evacuation order. We are recommending that you leave. However, we have no authority at this time to tell you to leave. However, our orders at this moment are to take the child, to take him, leave, go somewhere where he can receive further medical assessment from a location with better crap than what we have here.
You get partway through explaining all of this, and one of the campers is like, "Wait, we have to evacuate?" And the other one's, you hear murmurings like, "Evacuations? Like, wait, I need to get my car." It's like, there's just murmuring.
I turn around. I face the crowd of campers, and I'm like, "All right, everybody, listen. I'm Special Agent Sebastian with the FBI out of the Sacramento field office. Right now, there is no order to evacuate. We are not telling you to do so. There is no imminent danger to you in this location. However, we have been notified by our superiors that evacuating is recommended at this time if possible. However, you can follow the advice of the park rangers if you so please. They know what they're talking about.
So there is a danger then.
No, there is no danger.
Well, they told
There's
us
no-
to get away. Another person chimes in. Is like, "Well, they told us to get out of the campground, and now you're saying that we should evacuate, but we don't." So what is it?
No. I swear to God.
Not so easy, huh? Not so easy.
What do you want from me? These are people.
Look, I was given a curveball element of civilians. You didn't have to deal with this.
The park ranger is a civilian. What the hell are you talking about?
Would my character do that?
Technically speaking, they're uniform service.
What would your character do?
And
No, I think even he would kind of be like, that would fuck things up, so I'll shut up.
What are you thinking out of curiosity?
Don't worry about it.
Planting the seeds of chaos.
No. I'm just trying to think like how much would he be panicking?
You have
and would he...
you have like almost 20 people barraging you with questions about like whether or not you should evacuate if they can get their things. It's like, is it because of the storm? It's like it's like everybody's holding out a microphone to you for questioning type scenario.
I'm half tempted to
I'm the host. Move, run.
I'm half tempted to tell Chase to just grab the kid and get in the car in the midst of the chaos. Just go.
Really quick.
Did you text everyone about like a car being ready or anything?
Like, yeah, the car's ready. Like, Vay's got the car ready.
Did you text? That's what I'm asking. Would I know a car is ready?
No, but I mean,
Right,
once
never mind.
Vay, like when
Can I roll persuasion to try to get this crowd to calm down, please?
I mean, what do you say to calm them down?
I reiterate in a clearer manner what I had just said. There is no imminent danger here. The park rangers have assured us that you are safe here. Please listen to the advice of the park rangers. This is their area of expertise. I trust them, and you should trust them.
But you said you got a call from somebody that said that it would be recommended to evacuate.
That we, in the course of our job, sorry. It's not in character. I just stutter sometimes. That we, in the course of our job, need to leave so that we can continue our investigation. This does not in any way reflect the situation at hand, and it does not apply to you.
You said recommend evacuation.
For us, in the course of our job, ladies and gentlemen, please continue listening to the park rangers and their advice. They are experts in the field of making sure people like you don't do dumb things out in the wilderness.
Make a persuade check with 10 in your disadvantage.
for being snooty, what you get?
Look, okay. In my defense,
once again, everybody is bombarding you with questions.
Okay,
I hate civilians.
Really quick.
Can I swear?
Let's say I did shoot a text message to Sin's character saying the car's ready and everything.
Yeah.
we've already turned on the jammer, so we can still use our phones, but nobody else can use theirs. And we don't have any way to cut the power here or anything, do we? Remotely?
I mean, you could just
I mean, you
take
technically
an axe
could,
to
but
the
you
power
don't.
line.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like you could
That's-
do that. You just need to know where these things are. It would
Yeah,
take
that's
some
fairly
searching.
conspicuous. You know, using an
Yeah.
axe. But I mean, if we can like draw attention to the fact that people's phones are offline and everything, at this point, with as much as they're bombarding you, if we're like, "Yo, look, phone lines are down, none of you can make calls," either hunker down or get in your fucking cars. But it's
The
none of our
jammer
business.
is on.
Yeah, the jammer's
Yep.
on, so they can't make calls. If we draw attention to the fact that they can't make calls, they might assume that the storm is worse than they thought. You know, and we can get the fuck out of here.
I just didn't want to deal with the fucking caravan of people, but I mean, fuck it. Dude,
I
yeah,
mean, we
whatever.
are the FBI.
At this
we
point, I
we
have
can
not been-
literally tell their asses to wait until we get out of the parking lot before they can move their cars.
Yeah, just point the gun at them. Like, what are you gonna do? Call the
I'm
cops?
not pointing the gun at the crowd of people.
No, like
I'm
whole
not
ass.
doing
yeah.
that.
If anybody gets in front of us in the parking lot on the way out, shoot their fucking tires out.
All right, fine. Am I just telling you all to go get in the car then? Is that what's happening?
I mean, I assume
I'll
I'm
do it.
behind you, so like,
Okay. I'm assuming I know that the situation has been the park rangers have been told that we're taking the kid. I'm assuming I've figured that out.
To be fair, they're also a little weirded out by the fact that the person who told them everything is fine is holding what to them looks like an assault weapon. So.
Now, come on.
It's America. The fuck?
I'm a
they're
special agent
hunters.
that just returned from a walk in the woods dealing with an active investigation. Why would the Rangers be concerned about that?
Yeah,
I'm not talking about the Rangers. I'm talking about, well, the Rangers. A little bit.
hunters would either
but-
be hard or don't give a shit.
They're not hunters. They're campers.
All right, fuck it. I'm not dealing with the civilians anymore.
I
It's-
kind of
as-
hunker down.
As you're
and I-
trying to deal with this situation, and there's a lot of raised voices, Maxwell's yelling at the head of the park rangers, and he's yelling back. The civilians are shouting over each other to get their questions answered from you, Shiro. In that moment, there's a strike of lightning. You notice that one of the faces that is shouting questions at you kind of looks past you and then just points and screams.
Oh God. Okay.
So
I
I'm gonna
spend
go get in the car.
So,
Why would you go get in the car after that?
I
do you
assume
mean?
I would see
I don't wanna be
this,
here anymore.
right?
And she screams hysterically. And she's like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck?
Out of character for a second, I absolutely love the priorities of the people in this fucking game. Because two of us went, I want to know what the fuck that was about before I do anything else. And two people said, I'm blindly running outside. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm leaving.
I mean, whatever it was in here. So like, the fuck?
How do you know that?
They pointed at it.
There are no good decisions to make, Vase. Every
Everybody
single thing about a
turns
horror.
and looks at where
Yeah.
she's pointing, and it's a window.
Oh,
That's why.
I'm gonna take this time to kind of take the kid and be like, we gotta go.
The kid just looks at you and it's like, I don't want to. And then the lights begin to flicker through the whole station.
I know, but I don't think it's safe here for you or me. So
It's not safe out there. They're out there. The lights continue to flicker.
yeah, but they might be able to get in here if we stay here.
It's safer in here.
It is not. Listen, you can keep the phone if you come with us.
But I don't wanna. And then like the filing cabinet starts to shake.
How old is he again?
It's single digits. He's like 8.
Oh, I pick him up and I just go.
so yeah, motherfucker's under 50 pounds. Just grab him.
Yeah.
He's football size. That's it.
Listen, I go.
You-
I know it's scary, but you gotta be brave for me, okay?
You pick
Tell
him
me
up, and he's just screaming, "No, no, they're out there!" And then, like, the power just fluctuates more and more, and then all of the lights in the ranger station pop.
All right, I make use of this opportunity to sucker punch the head ranger.
And I book it towards the exit with the kid.
And then book it.
This is what it's like dealing with Lance Corporals in the Marine Corps. I shit you not. This is the exact kind of chaos I come back to after Chow.
Roll it on armed strike!
Oh,
All right.
With an advantage because the lights just went out.
Okay.
That's so good.
Did y'all
Do I
ever
modify?
see-
How do I do that?
Just roll the unarmed strike.
Okay.
This should be a weapon that you have.
Yeah, it does have the thing. It's giving me like this little. There we go. Okay, so that's 40% is my regular. I roll a 58, so I don't know what advantage is. Do I
With
roll it
the
again?
advantage of all of the surprise,
Yep.
I was going to give you 20, and that's just enough.
Nice.
So
Yes.
basically, the lights go out, and he turns for a minute. You haul back. He turns to look at you, and you just right cross him. Roll the damage on that.
That should be in the equipment, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
I swear, if you kill him with this,
0.
okay.
How'd you roll a 0?
-1.
Roll the 1 with a -1. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
So you right hook him, and his face moves, but he's still standing,
Perfect.
and he
That's a
punches
kill
you
it.
back. Let me
I've
just
just lost so much respect for your character.
You didn't see it, I don't think.
I didn't. I mean, Tillman didn't, but like I saw it.
hold on. Let me just. Oh, this is great. Take 1 point of damage as he punches you back in the face. He's not
Perfect.
able to get a good connection because it's fucking dark in here now.
I am just sprinting with this child towards
Yeah.
the exit.
That is also my plan. It is now all right, we're leaving. The goal is to protect the kid, which means that if the kid if Tillman runs out and the kid, or not Tillman, sorry, if Jason runs out and the kid dies, then the mission's failure. So
I'm gonna I'm going insane. I feel like I'm in a fucking like Dr. Doolittle movie or some fucking shit.
This is very much a Dr. Doolittle ass fucking
I was
thing
gonna ask if
going
y'all
on
had
right
seen
now.
Jingle All the Way, Donald Schwarzenegger and
Oh
Sinbad.
yeah, oh yeah.
This is
here's the thing. Phase.
Yeah.
We have lost the civilians and the park rangers. They're not going to be assets to us. They are only going to be hindrances to us. But we can't just open up on them willy-nilly. Whatever weird things are out there, you can just shoot at. So,
How do you know I can shoot at it? We don't know what it is.
well, he's technically
Because-
correct. We know you can shoot at it.
yeah.
We don't know if you can shoot it.
But here's the thing.
I
here's the
love
thing,
how
you-
once
Yeah.
again, I've been put in the position of something out there is potentially a danger. I guess I gotta save the people that brought me into this situation.
So,
Yeah.
everybody tell me, what are you doing?
I'm
You know.
stealing a kid.
I suppose.
Since
you
the
have
kid
to
is being
face
stolen,
it
we have to follow the guy stealing the kid.
So you're all just booking it out.
Yeah.
Like
I was-
like you slap a guy, he punches you, and then you're just like,
The idea was sucker punch and run. So
Well, I mean, Sin was all the way in the back of the building, right? Like, Scott's would have been deeper in than me and Vase, and me and Vase were in the front room with all the civilians, and Vase had the gun and all that shit, right? Like, so like, is Sin just sprinting past everybody with the kid, football style?
I mean, kind of got him like this and just like run.
Like, you just run through 3 different scenes, like a Futurama, like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I'm doing like a Looney Tunes or a Scooby Doo-esque chase.
Oh, what the
I
fuck
guess-
I'm doing? I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know how to
I'm
respond
like
anymore.
jumping over people who are falling and panicking, just like, hey.
Is this one of those like cheese it? It's the fuds, and then just like
Yeah,
Absolutely
basically.
what it
just
is.
running out the door. Okay, well, there's just enough ambient light for the Rangers in this situation to kind of just see the fact that Keller ran out with a kid, and then so did fucking Maxwell. Just booked it. They yell out after them, but they're just fucking running.
Get him!
Tillman and Shiro, what are you two doing?
Look at a crazy mob of civilians now.
I'm gonna follow them out and try to get to the driver's seat, I guess.
Benny Hill. I'm like, where's the car?
So
It should be
Tillman
right
runs
out
out now.
What do you think I'm doing? I'm gonna stay in here with the park rangers and dozens of fucking crazy civilians. I'm booking it too.
Fire
So
several
you
shots
all
into their
fucking
ceiling.
run.
You know what? I'm gonna be a dickhead. I'm gonna drop a tear gas in that fucking bitch.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Came with the warfare to assert dominance.
Oh, I know I'll do. I'll employ some psychological warfare.
Oh, you know what?
To make
You know
sure.
what? Fuck you. If you get to do crazy shit, I get to do crazy shit.
I have heard the shit you said, Doc. You don't get to say shit like that.
It was a
Do
zero
you?
damage punch.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Which tear gas are you using? Are you using like ones that you bought or
Dr. Strangler
I'm
ass
using the ones
motherfucker.
that I sourced. I only have the ones that I sourced. I haven't used any of them yet.
okay? I didn't know because you also got tear gas grenades from Bowman's cabin a while back, but they're old.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, I mean that would be funny though.
So you ditched those and you have like fresh tear gas grenades.
Yeah.
Okay, make a thrown weapon attack against all these people.
Please work.
Yeah.
Critical success. You fucking.
I drop it, I'm booking. I literally I pull a pin, I drop the lever on that bitch, I drop it on the floor, and I fucking book it.
They
Yeah.
just hacky sack that bitch. Just pop.
So as they yell after you, the thing pops, and then noxious gas is just filling the whole fucking room, and there's like coughing and hacking, and they're coming after you. At this point, they've been attacked. You hear a fucking gunshot. And,
Fucking lovely.
and you are booking it to the car. As you're getting everyone to the car and you're getting situated, you look back at the cabin, Shiro, just to make sure, like, gunshot, everything, you're in fucking fight or flight mode right now. You're looking back at the ranger station just in case, like, they come out after you, and you just happen to see, as lightning flashes again, you can see the entire house silhouetted now, and there are 4 incredibly tall humanoid figures staring at all of you as you are booking it out of here.
Get in the car, get in the car, get in the car.
And that is where we're going to take a break.
Fucking hell.
Holy shit.
What Looney Tunes bullshit do I keep getting dragged into with you motherfuckers?
That went so poorly. I'm so sorry.
I tried to
don't know what the
defuse and it immediately
fuck you
turned
talking
into
about.
I'm stealing a child, I'm sucker punching a dude, and there's scary things everywhere.
Next time, if you fire a few rounds into the ceiling or just into the room, but too high to hit anybody before you leave, it should stagger them and take them longer to get their guns and shoot back.
Yeah, it's important to remember, Vase, that I also tried to defuse the situation, and like you, I rolled a failure.
No,
So-
I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying, why do I always walk back in on these situations like
'Cause that's how RPGs work.
Yeah.
This is how RPGs work.
that? I know.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're
Nah,
taking
this has
a
been
break.
awesome. Like,
I'm gonna now mute and everything for the break, and I'm gonna go hug Brendan because I feel like I robbed him of
Oh
of
no,
something.
no! This is fun. This is fun. I'm good.
So I'm gonna mute us. We'll be back in like 15 or so minutes. So that's like 8:30 my time. So give us a fucking second. Okay, we are back, but unfortunately we are also going. We have to end by 11 tonight, and unfortunately this stuff that's coming obviously is gonna take a minute if you're being chased down a mountain by cosmic entities. So that's going to be us for the night.
Yeah. I'll take the hit on this one. Sorry, everybody.
Oh no, it's fine. There was a
Join
lot
us
of,
next time for more Trials in Child Napping.
Please, why do you have these things as sound bites that can be used against us now? How could you?
No. I support him. That's funny.
No.
you don't
They
No,
just
the
play
reason I
that
do
Danny from
drugs-
Game Grumps. I have the child.
Y'all are the reason I do drugs.
Okay, well, before we break TOS, I'm going to end stream. Thanks for joining us for adventures in trying to figure out how to deal with the paranormal and talk to people. We will see you all later. Good night.
Have a good night.
Talking to people is hard.